Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to discuss the new ride in Hollywood Studios, Walt Disney World, Rise of the Resistance. Now, it had gone from the boarding group to needing to ride to now a standby line, but the boarding groups can return at any time. I am going to create a second video on how to snag those. I know that is the number one guest concern with visiting Hollywood Studios and riding this ride. I snagged two, one on the one day, one on the second day. Sat in my resort, the Caribbean beach in my pajamas, and I got boarding group 6 my first day, which was awesome. We got to ride it by 9 a.m. right when the park opened. So either way, either if you're on the standby line or the boarding group, you want to make sure you and your family ride this ride. They do consider this a thrill ride, dark, loud, and it does, spoiler alert, have a small drop at the end. Nothing too crazy though. So I want to come back to the boarding group situation. You definitely want to get one of these if you can, if the standby line goes away and the boarding groups return, because you don't wait outside very long at all when you have a boarding group. We literally walked onto the first section here where you're seeing BB-8, and it was very, very easy. The My Disney Experience app let me know that your boarding group was being loaded. I had an hour to get there. We usually got there within 15 minutes, and we literally walked on the ride. So I'm really, really hoping that they bring these back for this ride. I know they're going to do it for Ratatouille, but this really saved us a lot of time, and we rode it, and we were in the queue 5 minutes. It was perfect. So on this 4-part ride experience, the first room you're going to walk in is into a cave. It is the Resistance Control Center where BB-8's up there up top. He's preparing you for the mission, and then a hologram of Rey will appear over there on the left-hand side. I've been in a couple different of the rooms, so it just depends. Sometimes she's on the left, sometimes she's on the right. Where you're standing, you'll have a better angle to see her or BB-8. But once they describe the mission with you, she'll ask BB-8 if everybody's ready, and then the cave doors will open and you'll be walking outside into another section. You'll come upon a ship, and a cast member will be outside ready to load you on that ship. It's really fun and interactive, the cast members in Galaxy's Edge, but in the Rise of the Resistance also, because they're like, hurry up, hurry up. They're really wanting you to feel that experience as if we're trying to escape the First Order and really help the Resistance. So once you get inside that ship, there is Beak, who speaks to the guest, and Nyanum, who pilots the ship. I was a little nervous about this section because it reminded me of a simulator. It just wiggles you around a little bit. Nothing that made me feel sick to my stomach at all. One thing I want to note about this ride while we're going through the video here is this is a really family fun ride also. I am not a huge Star Wars fan. I'm sorry, George Lucas. I haven't watched them all, but I am able to enjoy myself on this ride, even as not a huge Star Wars fan. So definitely get on it even if you're not. One thing I also wanted to mention was, please check out my Instagram, my Facebook page, and my YouTube channel. I am trying to get this up and running to get as much Disney information to all my viewers as I can. If you're considering going to Disney again, or if you've never gone to Disney before and you don't know how to start or where to start, definitely reach out to me. Email me, message me. I am a certified Disney travel agent affiliate with Academy Travel. I would love to help you plan your magical destination through Disney, whether it be on a cruise or Disney World. We're focused on Disney World in this video, but it's definitely something that can be very cumbersome. And I know when I first looked at diving into Disney, I had no idea where to start. So if you're thinking about it, planning it a year out, 6 months out, or want to go next weekend, reach out to me if you don't know how to get started, because I'd be happy to help you plan. We are going to go through this channel at different times with different resorts and where to eat. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'd love to hear from you. So once you go through those 2 ride queues on the ship and then seeing BB-8 and Rey, you're going to be in this huge giant room, which is with the First Order, and it's the Stormtrooper room, right? And everybody's going to want to take pictures here, and they do allow you to do that, but they do want to keep the line moving. I'll mention that. So it's not a place that you want to hang out in. This room is huge. You'll see the video here. I turn the GoPro around. It's just huge. It's awesome, and people are taking pictures, and you don't want to leave it. But the First Order is dressed up, and they are telling you, hey, let's get going here. Here's where I got yelled at in this section. When we were getting ready to load in the ride, the First Order, the cast members in the First Order, they are very snippy is a good word, I guess. It's definitely for their in character, but they'll tell you what color to stand on. There's like orange, red, blue, silver. I forgot my color. And that is linked up to when you board the actual ride. So I forgot what color I was, and the cast member did yell at me a little bit. She got a little testy with me. But all in good fun, of course, because she's in character. So here's the best part of the ride. Once you're in the actual ride itself, there is so much going on. You can see here, this is actual footage. I want to mention again, this is that trackless ride system similar to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway and the new Ratatouille that's coming out. And this was just awesome. There's so many things going on here. I missed a couple things the first time that my husband pointed out to me the second time around. One of them was Kylo Ren's lightsaber sword coming through the roof. Look for that. Every time you go on this, you could be in a different section. We saw right here, you'll see Kylo Ren. When I first went on, I saw him to the right, and then when the second time I went on, I saw him to the left. So it just depends on which side of the ride you're on. But it is definitely a battle between the Resistance and the First Order. It's so much fun. Fun for all ages. It's one of those rides that are like Dinosaur and Test Track and Tower of Terror, where they're going to put that seatbelt on you. They're going to have that little yellow handle to pull up to make sure everything's good, because there is a small sudden vertical drop. Is it a crazy vertical drop? No. Is it sudden? Yes. Did I know it was coming? Yes, because I could hear when it clicked into place. I knew something was going to happen. So much fun. Not like Tower of Terror, where you feel like you're holding on for dear life and then you go back up and come down. It's one small vertical drop. It is sudden at the end. Would I ride this again? I would ride this 10 times over in the same day. It does not make me motion sickness, does not make me dizzy. It is just a really good ride. So we escape back to Batuu, and you can see here, you'll come out of the ride system and you'll see daylight. Again, just a really fun ride. If you have a chance to ride this, please do it. If you see on your My Disney Experience app where it says the wait time's 30 minutes or less, get in line, because this really does hold a lot of guests at one time. Now, you will spend about 18 minutes on this ride, but it's, like I said, it's worth it. It's an experience. There's nothing else right now at Disney World that is like this. I would say the closest thing is going to be Flight of Passage, which, if you remember back in 2012, I believe, when that came out, that had all the hype. So I'd love to hear what you want to see next on my channel. Please let me know. Email me, message me, put something down in the comments below. I'll try to make sure I create a video on it. I hope you got to enjoy this experience, or if you are planning on traveling to Disney, make sure you definitely get on this ride. Have a good day, guys.